Hey everyone, here's a quick tutorial on how to swap heads in a group portrait by combining two images using Photoshop. I'm sure a lot of you have had issues of having a family photo taken but one person isn't looking their best in the photo. One way to fix this is by taking multiple pictures of the family and making sure everyone is smiling in at least one photo. Then in Photoshop you can swap out the heads and create the perfect family portrait. Right now I have Bridge open so I can view the two pictures I will be working with for this tutorial. As you can see, I have two similar pictures of my boyfriend and I. This image named Mouth Open is almost perfect, but the one issue is that my mouth is slightly open instead of smiling like in the previous image named Smiling. So in order to fix this, I'm going to select both images and open them in Photoshop by going to Tools, Photoshop, and then load files into Photoshop layers. Now you can see that both images are in one Photoshop document and on different layers. If I toggle on and off the mouth open image by clicking the eye icon next to the layer, you can see that the two images are not exactly lined up with each other. To line them up, select both layers by holding down Shift and clicking on both layers. Then go to Edit and then Auto Align Layers. In the pop-up window, choose Auto and then click OK. Photoshop will then automatically align the two images so that the subjects are the same size in both. However, you can see that my face is not totally aligned with the other image. To fix this, I'm going to click on the mouth open layer and adjust the opacity to about 35% so you can see through both images. Now I'm going to zoom in by pressing Command and plus on a Mac or Control and plus on a PC so I can take a closer look at my face. Now I'll choose the Move tool by tapping V on the keyboard or by selecting it on the Tools panel. Now I'll drag the top layer until my eyes perfectly match up. Now zoom out by pressing Command and minus on a Mac or Control and minus on a PC. Then bring the opacity back to 100%. Now if we take a look at the mouth open image, I prefer this picture over the smiling image because his shirt and the book I'm holding are better exposed. So I'm going to put the better image on the bottom layer as a base by dragging the mouth open layer to the bottom. Now I'll select the smiling layer and hold down the Option key and then click on the mask tool towards the bottom. This will add a black layer mask that will hide the smiling layer. Now I'm going to select the brush tool by tapping B on the keyboard or by selecting it on the Tools panel. Then I'm going to tap D on the keyboard to ensure that I have the default colors, which puts white as my foreground color. Make sure you're painting with 100% opacity. Now I'm going to zoom in again and start painting right over my face with white. You can see that I'm revealing the good portion of my face where I'm smiling. I have to be careful while painting this area because I do not want to reveal too much of the smiling image. I'll paint right over my ear so that it is visible, and my hair up to his shoulder. That looks about right. You'll see that if I paint too much near my hair or chest, the image begins to stop lining up. To fix this, tap the X on the keyboard to exchange the foreground and background color. Now I'll paint over my mistakes with black so that the image is seamless again. You can toggle on and off the eye icon to see the changes you've made and adjust if needed. My image is looking pretty good, so I'm going to zoom out to see the entire picture. You'll notice that around the edges there is the checkerboard transparent background behind the image. To take this away, select the crop tool by tapping C on the keyboard or by selecting it on the Tools panel. Now select Original Ratio so that the dimensions remain the same as before. Crop out the transparent background and then tap Enter when finished. And that's how you swap heads by combining two images in Photoshop. Thanks for watching!